Well, good morning. Welcome back, guys. I figured this week we would talk about what my training is looking like, how I do a full week of my training. I'm currently resistance training as well as half marathon training. And we're still kind of sick, but it's technically Tuesday, so I guess it won't be a full week because I missed yesterday and I had this brilliant idea this morning. But yesterday we ultimately had a 30-minute glute day workout that I recorded for my team that does all my follow along workouts, and then a 3-mile run for half marathon training. So you don't really miss too much. I'll add in some pieces of that workout if you haven't already seen it. Yeah, you should have already seen it. But it's Tuesday morning, so what we've got today is ultimately we've got a full body workout that we are recording. Generally, we go through a full body, glutes, push, pull, legs. So if you are doing our follow along workouts, that's typically the order that we are doing it. However, since I traveled like 2 weeks ago, I had to make up a few of them. So we're kind of like off the beaten path right now, but it's not the end of the world. So we are going to quickly do a 30-minute full body workout, record that for my team. Dumbbell only, 30 minutes, but they are absolutely brutal. So I've been super sore from that. We're gonna stretch a little bit to get warmed up, take a little bit of caffeine, and then we don't have a run today, but I always make sure to get some type of an intentional walk in, whether that be right after this workout or I can check the weather and see if I can take the kids with me, because I definitely want to make sure that I ruck and get those steps up today. We are increasing. We are in week 4 of our team challenge. So I actually increased my step count goal to 15,000 steps, 12 to 15,000 steps, which is challenging because I literally sit at a desk every single day, all day long, 4 hours. I sometimes don't even leave my house. So I always have to make sure to get an intentional walk in. So let's do this. I know we've got deadlifts today, but where did I put my, here we go. We've got deadlifts. Let me look up what we've got. Okay. We've got deadlifts, clean and press, snatch, sumo high pulls, reverse lunge extensions, overhead marches, glute bridge chest flies, rainbow presses, kettlebell swings, and plank shoulder taps. So we're in this program right now where we are focusing on progressive overloading and getting stronger and really focusing on form and that type of stuff. So actually we are running the same workouts every single week right now, which is important to do. I know a lot of people like to do the mix and match workouts and switch them up, and I always say the best workouts are the ones that you can stick to and that have fun with, and that type of stuff. But we are running the exact same program every single day right now. To focus on that strength. And actually, the sets and the reps are a little bit, reps, we're going a little bit lower. So, which means I have been extra sore. And we are technically I'm on week 5 of this because I'm always 1 week ahead of the team. So we'll do this for 8 weeks and then switch up the program, which I feel like a lot of people love because it's not always the exact same, which I really like too. So inside of our op, we have tons of different ways, tons of different programs that it is ultimately set up with, which I love. So I always write out my workout. Well, good morning there. It's Wednesday, and we've got a leg day to record, as well as 4.5 miles for half marathon training. We are just about 30 days out from half marathon. Very first one! But that's what we've got today. So it's kind of a big day. I am way off the schedule of what my team's doing. So I don't know how, but it's technically Wednesday and we would technically be doing a push day, but like I talked about yesterday, I like off schedule and ahead, which is a good thing. So I technically have legs today, which entails a lot. It's got back squats, we've got leg extensions, we've got, what else do we have? Goblet squats, king squats, front squats, laying hamstring curls, sissy squats. So we've got that. We're going to record it 30 minutes, minimal equipment, and then hit our 4.5 miles. I've got to stretch, warm up still, take a little bit of caffeine. We're doing an energy drink today because that's just how needed it is. And we are sore and tired, but we're going to do it sore. We're going to do it tired. We're going to do it fatigued. We're going to do it not wanting to. We're going to do it. We're just going to do it because that's what we do. So let's write this out so that way we can get started for the day. It's right now 4:50, so we are actually running behind. So that's great. Brandon threw me off this morning because he woke up late. Usually he's not there when I wake up. And I was like, oh, I've got plenty of time. No, we do not. So let's do this. I also forgot to mention yesterday's training. I also hit an intentional walk yesterday afternoon, 45 minutes with the kids. I rucked and totally forgot to film any of it. But I am increasing because we are technically in week 4 of the challenge. And I am working to increase my overall step count to anywhere between 12,000 and 15,000. So yesterday I did hit 15,000. Which was surprising because it was a rest day from my run. So I was actually kind of shocked by that. I was like, oh, yes, Bree, way to go. But I did hit a walk technically right after my workout and with the kids because it was so beautiful outside. So ultimately, hopefully I will continue with that step goal. That's what I wanted to come on here and say. So that's also part of my training that I'm hitting is just increasing that step goal and trying to get back into my rucking because it's one of my favorite things. And just during this half marathon training, I haven't been doing it as often. So we hit one yesterday because it was a rest day from running. So probably won't do that today since we have 4.5 miles. Okay, it is 5:48. We gotta hustle because sometimes they wake up anywhere between like 6:30, 7. So we gotta get after it. So got new shoes for my birthday from Brandon, and I've been loving these. These are the Nike Vomeros, something along those lines. They have been amazing, so love these. I've been currently following my app for my resistance trainings. So if you guys don't know, I do all the programming. They are follow along workouts, so that's what I mean when I'm like, I'm gonna record. So I create the programming for that, which takes so much time. I can't even preface. And then I'm currently for this running program following Runna, so the free version. So it's okay, I would say. It was a good starting place, I would say, but I'd probably make changes to it. I'm not really doing a ton of, like, some days they do like interval training, some days they do like hills and things like that. And I'm not doing a ton of that just because simply one, and this is an excuse to be honest, it's just challenging doing it on like a treadmill a lot, I feel. And two, sometimes I'm just like, I just need to run and get this over with type thing because I just don't have a ton of time. And so I kind of just like tune out, use this as me time, and get after it. So to the garage we go because the babies are sleeping, which is another thing that I'm like, ideally, I obviously wish I could run outside, and that would make it probably way more enjoyable and the experience better, but it's just not ideal for me. So we do it in my dark garage. So we actually only got 4 miles, which I'm kind of bummed about. But both kids are wide awake and up, and I better hurry up and grab them before all you know what breaks loose. So sacrificed it. I'll probably do a ruck later if I have time. But I always finish every single workout. As you guys can see, I'm like literally the sweatiest human alive. I'll probably do a ruck, and then I'm finishing off every workout with post-workout. So I do a whey protein isolate, a quick digesting carb, and then specifically creatine. I'm out of my carb. I need to order some more, so not that today. But I'm always out of it, I swear, because Brandon uses so much of it. But we're doing salted peanut butter today. We just broke down all the muscles in that workout. That run felt hard because I was just like 4.5 miles. I don't ever want to use like one of my goo packs, gel packs, whatever people call them, for something like 4.5 miles. It's like just on the cusp of like, I need one versus like, oh, I can do it without. And so I never want to, I don't know. It's probably in my head. So I didn't use one, and we felt it during that run. So we are replenishing and repairing. Oh my gosh. That felt hard today. Anyways, we started Shoe Dog. So I was listening to that, and I think that was kind of a difference as well, because generally I read with my Kindle on the treadmill, which I kind of like because it gives me like something to focus on. It gives me something to look at. Like I just kind of breeze through, where if I listen to like music or audiobooks or podcasts, I'm like looking around, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel bored, and then I'm like, oh, focus. So maybe that was part of the issue. However, it's a really good book so far, so I don't know what's going on. There's Wednesday in the books, all before 6:30. Get up, get it done. I swear by it. If you can do it before your day starts to pick up and get crazy and all of the excuses, and you start talking yourself out and you're like, oh, it's been such a hard day, blah, 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 blah. I'm clearly still sick as well. So I gotta go get the kids. Happy Thursday. Okay, day 4. It is bright and early, except for we're actually running a little bit late. And I just realized how wrinkly this shirt is. We're too far in, alright? It's just the reality of being a mom and a real human being over here. So, we're making up some electrolytes, and we're gonna make up some EAAs. We actually have a push day today, so my favorite day of the entire week. But we also have 4.5 miles, so hopefully we get the full amount in today. And it sucks because it's hair washing day and we've got push day. Trying not to pair those up, but just making these, and because I do train fasted, which I generally don't recommend, so if you don't have to do that, then don't. But the reason I do take EAs is because I train fasted. So we are just gonna make up some of those. And then we feel sore and tired. So maybe a little bit extra stretching this morning, but we are running short on time, so we'll see. We self-tanned last night, so we had to take a shower this morning to rinse it all off. Again, the realities of... Okay, Blair is like awake, so we're gonna see. She's up an hour early, so she's just kind of laying up there. So we're gonna pray and hope that she goes back to bed. We have 4.5 miles again today, so we're just gonna see how many miles we get after it. So she may fall back asleep, or she may force me to quit early. So we shall see. We're just gonna get running and get after this. And I really, really don't want to do it, to be honest, but we're gonna do it. We did it! We got it done. And so we are finishing off with our post-workout. Kids are up, so I do have to go hurry and get them. But you guys could probably hear that. Finishing off just like I did yesterday, post-workout, creatine, look at that heaping serving. #1 studied supplement on the market, so highly recommend creatine. We have a busy day. I will probably add in, once again, a walk later this afternoon if I have time. I'm hoping I do. Plus it gets like the kids out, so it's good for them too. So we can try and do that. But we crushed it. Yes. All right, on to the day. All right, another day, another workout. We've got back day. And generally it's Friday because a majority of the team is doing leg day. But as I've told you all week long, I've been off. And today, actually this week's not super accurate, to be honest, because we are having a huge event held at our gym tonight. First Form is coming in. And so we are hosting like a gym takeover, and I am running one of the group live workouts. We've got 45 people, which is going to be so much fun. For just my workout, like that doesn't even include the event people. And so I'll show you guys some of that too. But of course I will be running that and doing a lot of it. So that's gonna be extra training, truly. And then tomorrow, we are doing a group hike with them, which then means my running's gonna be different, because generally I do my long runs on Saturday mornings. And those are like, actually tomorrow is supposed to be the longest one of 12 miles. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. If I'm going to push off to Sunday, but I know it's going to throw off next week, or if I'm going to wake up early tomorrow and try and get it done before the hike. But then I'm like, hiking after I run 12 miles would be kind of intense. So I don't really know what we're going to do about that. That's kind of what's hard about this. Or if I just decide I'm about a month out for my half marathon. So I was also thinking, okay, what if I just do the 12 miles next Saturday and like flop them? It's not perfect, not ideal, but it never is, truly. So the best that we can do is the best that we can do. So we actually have a really busy day, and we got to get some work done. So we are running a little bit behind. Today is back day. So let's see what we've got. We are in this program for progressive overloading, and we do the same workouts for all 8 weeks, which is super nice. I think I've already said that this week, but we've got lat pull downs, reverse lats, supported rows, single together rows, gorilla rows, face pulls, eccentric curls, static hammer curls, waiter curls. Boom. Back day is actually one of like my least favorites, unfortunately. I just feel like, I don't know what it is. Alright, so let's get this going. And then after this, I'm probably going to walk and try and get some work done, because I'm stressing right now with all the things I've got to do today. We've got this big event, obviously. My mom will be here today at like 1 to watch the kids, but we've got gymnastics before that. Of course, Brady has to get his workout in. So, and then with that, I have a meeting with the gymnastics place, because we are going to do a fun little partnership, which is going to be really cute. And then I've just got so much to do. Guys. So I'm just feeling stressed, but a non-negotiable for me is always my workout. And that's not just because I record them, but it's just because it will help calm the nerves, calm the sanity, keep me focused, keep me energized. And so I always make it. It's only 30 minutes. And I'm so blessed in these times that I have something I can just jump in. I've already got it planned, and now I just have to like execute, right? So let's get after it. We gotta start warming up, get some energy, and let's get this. All right. We want a demo? All right. Okay. First station is all out bike. You're going to be here. Get your arms involved. Back and forth. I want sprints. All right. Next up, we got sandbag lunges. All right. Forward lunge or backwards lunge. All right. Down and back. Thanks, dear. Down and back. We're just going to jog, all right, all the way to where Brandon is at. He's waving his hand. And we'll come back, all right? Skier, Kendra, show us how it's done. All right, we're going to grab these ankles up here. Engage your core. Tap into those glutes. Engage the lats. Perfect. Thank you, Kendra. And then we've got rowers. Savannah, show us how it's done. All right. Press off, pull through.